Welcome to Study Session 12, Principles and Procedure of Classifying a Book. Introduction. Most activities in our daily lives deal with decision-making processes concerned with orderly or disorderly systems. Some of these systematic arrangements are made by others, and we must conform to them. Some we make ourselves. For instance, in a grocery store or a departmental store, we must discern what sort of systematic arrangement or classification has been used to display the merchandise. Learning outcome. Discuss the principles of classifying library materials. Principles of classifying library materials. All books acquired by a library are required to be classified according to the classification scheme chosen by the library. Each book is assigned to a class, division, section or subsection to which its subject belongs and marked with the corresponding number or notation. The notation, when used to arrange the books on the shelves, brings together all the books fair and the library possesses on a given subject, placing them next to books on related subjects. Procedures of classifying a book. To classify a book is to choose optimum, most useful location for such book in the library. The basic principle in classifying a book is that of usefulness for the library concerned. A classifier needs to determine exactly what a book is about before placing it in the specific subject class or division where it will be most useful in the library. There are several methods of determining the subject of book, including title. The title usually indicates what a book is about. It is sometimes vague and misleading, and so further check for the subject matter becomes necessary. In view of this, the examination of the following sources will be necessary in order to provide useful information that will enable us to get to the real subject matter of the book. Table of Contents. The table of contents lists the topics and subjects to be covered by the book. Preface. It is always wise to read the preface for the author's point of view, why he decided to write the book, and for who the book is meant for. We can develop an idea of what the subject matter of the book is. Introduction. This is to introduce us to the book and what the book is about. It will briefly tell us the subjects covered by the book and to some extent the scope and the areas covered by the work. The introduction, therefore, could be very useful in determining the subjects treated by a book. This is the real work, and it is arranged in topics, and the subjects covered will be shown. It is divided into chapters or headings. A careful examination of the text will occasionally be necessary to determine the subject. Publisher blurb. This is usually concise but easily highlights the subject matter. Index. This is alphabetically arranged list of terms used in the text. It could give us clue to the subject of the book. Bibliography. This is a list of other books or publications that are related to the book. Brochure or flyer. Cover or jacket brief description of the book. It contains more information than blurb. It is found on the cover jacket. Step-by-step procedure for classifying a book. The following states the step-by-step procedure for classifying a book. Determine exactly the subject of the book by going through the above named parts of the books. Take classification scheme that the library is using and use the index of the scheme to select the appropriate main class. From the index, go to consult the schedules to find the exact division of the subject. If it is necessary for the subject to be given a more specific place, consult the tables. Write the subject number on the book. Summary for Study Session 12. It is necessary to arrange library materials in orderly manner which we tend to regard as classification system. In the process of engaging in classifying library materials, certain principles are important to be followed. This session looks at these principles, and it is of due greatest importance that books on the same subject are kept together and given the same classification number. The principles will create standard, and it will equally be useful for consistency in library operations, and the procedure for classifying library materials were also explained. The basic aim of the procedure is to assist a classifier in placing classified books in the best class. End of study session 12. Thanks for listening.